Good morning, everyone. Today we have Dr. Angammai with us, all the way from India. Really excited to have her here. She has worked with many business leaders across the world, and she's going to tell us a bit about her business today, as well as the story of how she got here. Then, of course, we go into her goals and what she's working on at the moment. And then she will give us some amazing advice for all the entrepreneurs who are looking to get into a similar line of work. And last but not least, she is going to ask me a question. So hang on till the end. I don't know what she'll ask me, but it will be fun to see what this woman of wisdom comes up with. So, Angammai, over to you. Tell us a bit about your business.
Thank you so much for the warm introduction, Megan. It's really been a pleasure being there on your podcast and definitely looking forward towards a wonderful conversation, which really going to help out our audience who is looking for to start their own ventures.
So, a bit about your business. Who have you been working with? Tell us a bit about your process when you start working with business.
Okay, so before getting into the process, let me just tell you what exactly I do. So I'm a career coach and I work with professionals across the world, as you mentioned, and I help them out to get into the senior leadership roles. So through coaching. And the process which is involved is I basically work at the mindset level. What I believe is 80 to 90% is a mindset game there. If you can fix it in mind that you can achieve it, then you can achieve it. I have experienced it personally, and that's what I help my clients to achieve also.
That's amazing. And mindset coaching is so interesting because it delves into, how do you do it? I know some people go into the past and the stories that were created in the past to form the mindset today. What's your process in that?
Yes, when I say mindset, so it has the positive affirmations and there are routines which need to be followed, meditation. It is a combination of things which really differs from client to client, like what are their challenges and what are the process they will be comfortable in taking up to fix that mindset challenge, right? And if you ask about what are the speciality, what I use is positive psychology and appreciative inquiry. So these are the two methodologies which I use.
And for people who've never heard those terms before, can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes. When I say positive psychology, we really have so many things to look around, feel the negativity very fast, right? But if you start focusing on the positive things, so there are two good things attached to it. One is your vibration shifts to a good zone, or you can say at a higher level. Another thing, you don't feel challenges as challenges. And especially when you are into business, you can expect every a new challenge, right? So you really have good excuses to give out on your dreams, right? So when you focus on good things, yes, I have this thing to be happy about today. Okay, let it be a learning. That way, your growth is consistent. And once your growth is consistent, the success is close to you.
That's amazing. And what sort of timeline do you work with these clients to get that consistency in place?
Yes, we usually get into 3 to 6 months, dear. But as I said, we work at the mindset level, right? So once they fix, yes, I can do it. It's doable. I'm worthy enough. Then the shift happens so quick. We have got results for our clients within 10 days, within 1 month. So when I say within 10 days, one of my clients have got a salary hike, from 35 lakhs rupees, Indian rupees, to 55 lakhs within 10 days of action plan. He still feels it's a miracle. What you did. I said, I haven't done anything, but you have done it, my friend. So yes, so that's the magic behind mindset shift. Then the goal which you are setting up is not too far. People feel it will take years to get to that height. But if you feel, yes, you're worthy enough, you're putting in efforts, and still you are not getting that, then the mindset shift and your plan of action really helps out to achieve your goal. And another one which I spoke about within a month, right? So one of my client, she was aspiring for a DGM, that is Deputy General Manager position with the firm for 9.5 years. So that was a very long term. And once we worked at the mindset level and helped her to get into the flow of having that feeling of yes, I'm worthy enough. She got that promotion within a month. But of course, along with the mindset, me being an HR expert and ICF PCC trained coach, so we help our clients in like all aspects. It's 360-degree cover. So you know how the HR functions, you know how the management thinks, you know how the psychology of candidate is or like client is, right? So there is no other way that we will miss out on goal. So that is the reason behind like 99.99% success for our client. So the 0.01 at times the client feels okay, Monica, like I don't want to go along with it. Then like always it's there, right? It's a partnership. If you are ready to support and your client is also ready to work together, then you can achieve those results. So these are like two remarkable achievements of my clients.
That's amazing. And the mindset shift, when you first get to know a client, what's your process in that?
Yes, when I say mindset, we actually get into the root cause analysis, like since how long they are having these challenges, right? So how deeply it is rooted. And most of the time, what we encounter is like they are year old, like from childhood, or when they join their first firm, like somebody said, "You are not good enough," or like in first standard or second standard, one of my clients said, like, "My teacher said you are not good enough, you are not worthy enough." He's carrying it for 40 years. So once we broke that myth, boss, you're very good. Now he tastes success like every month, like he gets to the next level or like some kind of achievement he's doing. And I've also personally experienced this mindset shift because I was also an introvert and ambivert. I felt I was an average student. I can't do anything. But now, after working on my mindset in the last like couple of years, now I'm a renowned like coach globally. I have my clients across 20 plus countries, and I work with vice president directors, business owners, not only pan India but globally, right? And getting a World Woman Icon Award, writing Amazon best-selling author book, right? So that is Seven Secrets Nobody Told You About Successful Career is the book name. So it is like very good. Like
Yeah,
I just wish for and I take action, I achieve. So that simple it is. Once you have everything in place, right? So that need to be done.
that's amazing. And how did you get to this place of, because it can't have been an overnight shift. What was your process and journey to get here today?
Yes. So people really see when you get like success, right? But as you clearly pointed out, there is a journey behind it, right? So it was effort of 5 years and aspiration of more than a decade. So I was working on myself. I was meditating. I was doing the positive psychology. I was doing law of attraction, manifestation, EFT, NLP. So you just name it, I have done it. I have even done feng shui. So every aspect or like every methodology was, if you want me to conclude it one line, it actually helped me to shift person, the mindset. It's just a belief, right? Which you keep on that methodology. Okay, this will help me out. And yes, there were so many challenges on the way. And one tip which I would say like every entrepreneur will face in the beginning is like nobody will support you. So don't feel like nobody's supporting you. You just need to have a clear intention or a goal, and you need to be very clear what you're aspiring for. Then just go with it. The world will follow. So that same thing happened in my career as well. Like people will say, "I have you gone mad, Monica?" Because in India, like when you're in 30s and you're mom of two, you feel like this is the only responsibility you need to take care here. Why you really want to end up in like something new, challenging, and like taking more risk and getting into like a different industry and experimenting things, right? Why you want to get out of your comfort zone? So people might not appreciate you for getting out of your comfort, but believe me, friends, like the success lies when you are stepping into the uncomfortable zone and
That's
getting
what
into
I've
that.
experienced in life as well. Is that's where all the magic happens, is in that zone of not being comfortable and going and pushing into that world and seeing what opens up. And that's what you bring to your clients as well, is that world of opening into the uncomfortable and challenging the stories that they created about themselves. Is that correct?
Yes, and not only the working professionals, we have also helped out entrepreneurs
Mm,
because in the middle of their profession, right, they do feel I'm not satisfied. I think I'm meant for something bigger, Monica. So, but is this the right time to explore? They have more self-doubt, right? And I have also experienced this personally. So I really know how to navigate through that journey. And once you get into that idea, like which business you want to set up, and you get into the action plan, within 6 months to 1 year, like you will definitely get into the success mode, boss. Up to like I would say, like starting with minimum success. But you need to be focused. You should not drift away from your path.
That's amazing. And I know that you were saying in our earlier meeting around your husband and that process. Can you tell us a bit about that journey? Because that was quite phenomenal.
Yes, like what my husband said was, Monica, like when I was having like my second baby, right? When he was 6 months old. So I asked him like, should I work or not? He said, it's better you stay at home. We have kids to take care out of insecurity or life safety, like what they say, right? So it's better you stay at home. And I thought, okay, that was the only one phrase I heard. I said, okay, I have to stay at home. Really cannot go against that. Then, like now, at this point of time, he asked, like, what else you gonna do by staying at home, Monica? Like, you have already conquered the world. He's like, there is nothing to be questioned about me, right? So I'm at home. I'm interacting with people, wonderful people like you from like Canada and like US, impacting lives across the world, which most of the people do while traveling, right? I took it as a challenge. I said, okay, what max I can do from home? So then they feel, wow, you're great. Like, you're doing amazing. And they are the first supporters. Like, even my mother-in-law gifted me a golden ring for winning the World Women Icon Award. So that was like a cherishable moment for me, because which I aspired for more than a decade, being a daughter-in-law. Right? So yes, everyone adores you and everyone looks up to you. And I have personally mentored 100 plus women out here to step out of their comfort zone, because when they see the example next to them, right, in the neighborhood, they feel, okay, if she can do it, I can do it. If you
And
set up a higher standard, they feel, right, is it achievable? Can I? But when they see, like, yeah, she's a normal woman, she's also a mother, and she's doing all household chores, and like she's still running a business, and she's the CEO and founder of her business. She has two ventures, counseling and coaching both, and I have a team under me. Everything is running, right? So
and that's amazing.
successfully,
Yeah.
without compromising on the family side. So I'm attending the parent teachers meeting, the school projects. So everything is there. But how you make the maximum of it. So you can do it. So it's nothing like balancing. You can get the best out in both the versions. So nobody will question your mother role, neither your CEO. Both can be handled wonderfully.
That's it. That's exactly it. And it's amazing for people to see that that's possible, like you said, for you to be that in your community and for everyone to see that. Because I know even in North America, I mean, as a single woman, it's crazy enough for me to start a business, let alone as a mother with everything else on board. And for you getting the support to do that, and I know you said you have a team now. What was your journey in that, getting that support as well as that team under you?
I actually like build up the bond with every single person whom I met, right? Nurturing it for years. And it's just been a year that I've built the team, right? So I have wonderful, like the best in the world, like digital marketer and LinkedIn optimization specialist, resume revamp specialist, which really can help my client out here, like image consultants and even communication coaches. So what are the aspects my client will struggle at, right? So I have them covered 720-degree, I would say. Like they really can't give me an excuse of not doing things. That's the reason they're getting results.
Yeah, exactly. And to find these people to work with you, how did you do that? I know that can be some people's barrier when they're in entrepreneur doing everything alone and then finally making the step to bring other people on board. How did you do that?
Yes. So you clearly pointed out, Megan, over here, when you start initially your business, right? At least for like a couple of years, you might feel, okay, I don't want to invest or get a team for me. But after a couple of years, you really need to have someone, at least a one member or two member team. Otherwise, you burn out yourself. So it's better to outsource things. It doesn't mean that so many people have to be under you. At least outsource it. That's what I'm trying to say here. And online, you can hire people, as I'm doing. But in the meantime, don't try to do everything on your own. Then you lose out track. So because when I tried to do everything, then I lost. Okay, what am I doing? Digital marketing or coaching? Like, I really invested in more than a year get in the crust of it, but believe you can get the knowledge, the experience, and the result comes with the experience. So that really takes good. So then I made a wise decision of outsourcing it to the best. That really got me so much time so that I can invest my valuable knowledge to the right set of people. So I'm an HR advisor. I'm into the webinars and seminars of colleges. I'm helping out vice president directors. I'm helping out even school students by giving sessions. I can be present in more places now by outsourcing things.
Yeah, 100%. And this book that you wrote, what were some of the key takeaways for people reading the book, your
Yeah,
ebook?
when I say like 7 secrets nobody told you about successful career, it's a very small book of 60 plus pages. Because I was not studious in school, so I really thought, okay, let me get the smallest book so that the people don't try to find any excuse of not reading it. So these are like 7 tips which I have shared. So if you ask me what are the top ones which I would like to share here, like reveal it to our audience, is like resilience. You have to be. It really doesn't matter like you are skilled enough. Down the line you can upskill yourself. So only thing is like first you need to have a clear goal, what you really want out of your business or your career or your life. Then you have to work for it. There would be times that you will be drifted away from your goal. There will be challenges because that's a part and parcel of the journey. But you need to ensure that you come back on track. And one of the best quote which I usually share to my client is like um, Martin Luther Jr.'s like the quote: "If you can fly, fly. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl." And if someone asked me what you have done, Monica, I would say 50% time I just crawl. I didn't fly. The flying part was limited to 5 to 10% to the max. But if you see the results, what I have got because of the consistency, believing in the intention, the goal, what I set for me, that is something has helped me out to achieve.
That's
So
amazing.
there would be times like you might be missing out on days. Monica, I couldn't do it today or next day. It's okay. Third day, get on track. Don't make it as the habit to just give it as an excuse for another week. Because again, you need to start from scratch. You can't calculate or like take that time period into consideration again. It will be again from ABC.
And tip number 2?
Tip number 2 will be don't worry if someone close by is not believing in you. That really gets our energy down, right? I'm doing the right thing. Why people aren't supporting me? Why people are not ready to believe that I'm working towards the right one? It's a vision of yours, and you really can't expect that vision to be clear for the people next to you. So accept it. It's okay. You just need to believe in your vision. Once you're in this journey, once you like get into the flow, the same people will support. They will not go away. If they are meant to support you, they will be there. If they are leaving you in that journey, it's okay. They're not meant to.
I love that so much. And it feels very true. When you pilot something and you're going out into the unknown, people are worried for you, or they don't understand and they think it's a bad idea. But when you prove that it has success, that's when people flock under the umbrella and support you. That is very wise.
And another valuable input which I learned the hard way was like people say like don't fail, don't fail. But believe me, Megan, failure is a step towards success. Nobody can succeed on this earth without failing. So if you see successful people, they have failed multiple times, and we are not new for it. I have failed multiple times, but success counts, right?
Yes. No, that's exactly it. And what are some of your goals and aspirations from here?
As you clearly pointed out, right? I have clients across the world. So far, I have clients from 20 plus countries. I really want to take it to like 100 plus or to be a global leader in the coaching world and to impact millions of lives, touch as many lives possible. And I would be really happy to see so many people living their life to the fullest in the happy mode. We really don't have to stress a lot.
That's it. Not stressing about it all. And just I love your calm energy. For me, talking to a lot of different coaches and business owners, sometimes there's a lot of hype and go go go, And it's really fun to see your different side of it, the manifestation, it's a process. I've worked with my own coach who has a very similar mentality. I just was wondering how you gave us a bit about the work that you've done to get there. How do you stay in that track of business instead of the go, go, go hype style?
That's a like wonderful question, Megan, because we get started with our journey, right? The real challenge when it comes, we really drift away. 90% of the time we drift away. And like I'm also not an excuse to it. Like I also drift. The only thing is like they come back. There would be reasons like when my parents were admitted in hospital, like mom drifted away for 15 days, then again come back. Like dad was admitted in 10 days, again come back. So you really need to come back. So the secret of success is not like, oh boss, like you have drifted away from it. No. Friend, you just need to come back. So once you make the comeback, you are more powerful, more stronger. It doesn't mean like once you succeed, you don't have challenges. I do have challenges every day till now, like, and it will continue. Challenges will be dressed differently, right? Will be different challenges. You need to learn from it. You need to find a solution on your own. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, it's okay. We will figure out another solution to it. So don't expect everything to be perfect in the business or entrepreneur journey. That
I
is
think,
perfection and imperfectionism.
yeah, I think that's sometimes the challenge is we have an idea of what it's going to look like, and then your failure in that vision, it feels so impactful, and it's through these conversations, for me at least, that I really get that failure is such an integral part of the whole process. And failure will look different for everyone along the way, but that it's okay. It happens. And it's just keeping going, and it's picking yourself up or having that support team around you who will say, it's okay.
And you will get the supporting people along the way. When once you prove that you're consistent with your goal, right? So then you get the support. Today I know like thousands of people out there, like everything was built from scratch. I wasn't aware of any one of them before 5 years. Was not in touch with any one of them. So the business people who are planning to step into business, they just have the biggest fear as the failure. Don't take failure as a fear. It's a learning. So you can change the term to learning instead of having it as fear and failure.
And for you, timeline, what was the timeline of your journey to get to where you are today?
Yes. So it would be like 3 to 4 years. 2019, I started my career counseling there. And before that, if you look at my resume, I had an experience of 12 years in the corporate sector. But after that, I had two sabbatical breaks of 5 years. Then, like getting restarted was really the world's biggest challenge. When you get restarted, I was not in the low confidence. I was with no confidence. So, and I'm happy to share that now as on date, I'm a confidence coach as well. So the person who never had confidence with her own dreams or like have that factor, okay, can I do it? Am I worthy enough? Will I ever be able to do that? That person has traveled thousands of miles and like touching so many lives, irrespective of the country or the place where they, and it never takes like a decade time as it used to be earlier. Just think, fix, and like, take action. Back to back action is my secret. I don't stop with the failure. I try out something new. So you increase the probability of success, right? Instead of doing two things, if we do 10 things, your success rate increases.
That's it.
People
That's
really like try to do one at a time. It's okay. It doesn't work, just move on. Next. Don't be in that space for so many months or years because time is more precious than money.
That's it. That's exactly it. And advice for people who are looking to get into the same world as you, what advice would you give them?
So when they're planning for business, right? So first and foremost, what kind of business are you going to sell? And how the demand is there in the market? And how your product or service is different from the ones which are already there, and how competitively or like you can price it. Then you need to come up with a plan of action. Let's start with one. Then like Okay, seeing the result, you can get into the second one. Start with minimum investment, then you can go ahead. Once you're comfortable, then you can invest more into it and get into it to the next level. First and foremost, what you want to start. For that, you really need to like research a lot before stepping into it because it's not a deal of a month or two. You're going to pursue it for years and decades. Give your best. Leave the rest to God. So he knows and he has a better.
I like that. I like that a lot. And just to wrap up, do you have a question for me today?
Yes, Megan, like, you are such a powerful soul with so much of positive vibration, which we really invested like years to get into that zone of Zen mode. But you reflect that, right? So, what is your goal, future goal?
So, in many ways, there's the business goal and then there's the personal goal. For me, the business goal is to create a very easy to interact with resource for businesses to come to. And there's many different resources for them to have financial resources, systems resources, as well as intellectual resources, such as yourself, coaches that can help them along the way, and really find that one that fits their personality, that fits their style of business, because not everyone is a good fit to work with everyone. So for me, it's making it really accessible for businesses to thrive in the world and making it as easy as possible to get the resources, the support, the systems in place to make that happen. And personally, I would love to be able to be out in nature more and also be able to take people who are potentially stressed or in that close to breakdown in the business world and just need a break. They need to go reconnect with nature. They need to go reconnect with themselves and with other people in a deeper way and be able to take them on these journeys and experiences. My best friend leads trips. I've done many trips, hiking, canoeing out in the woods. And there's something in those spaces and being completely disconnected from all of the phones and distractions that you really get renewed and you really get to know yourself again. And there's a peace that allows you to come back into these spaces with new vitality. So that's that.
That's an awesome, dude. That's an amazing sharing because people like always say go, 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 right? But you really need to take a break and reflect on your journey and have that calm period so that it increases your productivity. It's not all the time go, go.
That's exactly it.
Wonderful, like sharing, Megan.
Yeah. And yeah, for me, it's a journey. For me, this is my focus, is creating these resources and making it really accessible. And that'll lead into everything else. So thank you for the question. I appreciated that. And
Wishing you all success. You are like adding so much value to the people lives and like making them take that first step through such a beautiful podcast. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my experience by adding value to the other people's life and saving their valuable time. It's something like the best I can serve the humankind.
yes, exactly. And for me, this is as well, if anyone would like to work with Dr. Angammai, I will be able to connect you as well as you can connect with her yourselves. Can you pronounce the name of your business so it is clear for everyone?
So it is Ebullient Career Counseling. That is my counseling venture. And Angammai Monika Coach is my coaching venture.
And you're on LinkedIn and many other different sources. Very easy to find. Amazing. Thank you so much. And I hope everyone has a great day.
Thank you so much.